if you hire these inexperienced candidates, where do you go from there? And there's, like I said, obviously risk involved. And what was interesting about the data is we found that hiring managers who are more likely to consider these inexperienced candidates are more likely to also work at organizations with established reskilling programs. So that's probably not a total shock to you, Karl. I think it's really clear you can't hire these people, right, and not help them be successful in their role. That doesn't happen on its own. So how are people that you're working with, Karl, sort of, overcoming this challenge and making sure that when they do roll that dice, right, when they do bring in inexperienced candidates, making sure that they're adequately prepared for the roles? Like what's working out there?
Yeah, and it's a real it's really different things. You've got I suppose you've got sourcing the right talent is obviously the ultimate goal with that. But when you're looking for these unicorns and they don't exist, what is the next alternative, as you're saying? So you've got training programs, you've got mentoring programs, as I've said, you've got using third parties or outsourcing, which is stuff like yourself or some of the other training providers in the market. And I think they're great as a starting point. I think also there's stuff where you can actually build a talent program and actually develop that talent in-house, which isn't as costly as people believe it is. Which you have to remember, your talent pool is only as wide as your talent program. So I think that's really, really important to go, okay, what is our talent program? What is our talent management program? How do we, where are our gaps that we need to identify, whether it's with attrition or with training or with development? And it's also providing a pathway for people. Like ultimately, that is what it is. People often are frustrated because they either don't see a future at the company, or secondly, they're falling out with their manager. So how do you identify that? And that's why I always say partnerships with recruitment firms are critical, because they will tell you if something's up, or they will tell you what's going on in the market, if there's like attrition rates or different stuff that you might not be seeing because you're so blinkered in your approach to be respectful. But secondly, internally, like actually having them relationships, and that's what it is. It's about knowing as much as possible and being able to take as many opportunities as possible, both internally and externally with your partners. But I think you've just got to build a talent program which offers them mentorships, offer that training, and offer that pathway ultimately to make sure that people stick around, but also improve and mitigate any future risk for the organization.
New episodes of Cyberwork are available every Monday at 1 p.m. Central. And don't forget to claim your free month of Infosec skills. Sign up using the code CYBERWORK and you'll get unlimited access to hundreds of courses, hands-on labs, certification practice exams, skills assessments, and more. Use code CYBERWORK for Infosec skills.